students. So today we will continue our chapter 2, and today we will discuss about search engine. A search engine is a program that is designed to search for an information on the World Wide Web. So this is the definition of search engine, and there are different types of search engine, as you can see in page number 36. You can go through, and now we will understand with a video. Search engine is a software system that is designed to search an information on the World Wide Web. According to researchers, around 93% of search is done on Google. How does this search engine work? So search engine works on three components, that is the crawler, the index, and the search algorithm. So this one we will understand in the video. Here you have a paragraph written, you can just read it. So you just see this video, how does the search engine works. Query, first you have to type something, and SERP, that is the search algorithm. Indexing, that is what you write, okay, and then the search. Now let us see how it works. So first what you have to do, you have to write something. Suppose you want to buy a shoe, so we will just write. So they will, the search algorithm, and you will get some results. So this point what you have written, that is search algorithm, okay. So after that, what this search algorithm does. Now search algorithm, it will search all over, like in all the websites it will go, and it will find out what you have written. So whatever is available and which is more closer to your requirement, it will give you. Now next we will discuss on the Boolean operators. Now Boolean operators, if you see in page number 37, you have the most important Boolean operators. So AND operator, OR operator, and you have NOT operator, near, nesting. So these are there. So we will just discuss about AND, OR, or NOT. How does it work and how it helps us in our search. So AND operator. Now what AND operator does, it narrow your results. Now you will understand this one. Suppose you write cat and dog, you will see this is searching academic search premier, okay. So this is a software where you can use these operators and see what is the result, okay. So when you press search, when you use AND, you see how much result, 63 or 6316 results, okay. So when you are writing dog and cat, so depending on that, so what will happen if you use OR operator. So in your book it is written, definition is written, definition you read by yourself. Here just I am trying to make you understand how does it work, okay. Now let us see what happens when you write dogs or cats. So here we will just, in the same software we will use, in place of AND we will write OR, and now we will press search. Now earlier you see 6316 is there. Now if you search, now you see the result, it is almost 1 lakh. So this is what it makes, this is how it is different from AND operator. Next let us see NOT operator. Now how NOT operator is different and what will be the result if we use this in the search algorithm. So let us go in the software, and again we will type. Now you see 1 lakh it is there. Now NOT operator we are putting, and then we are doing search. Now see 63,979 it is result, okay. So when we are putting AND operator, so this is how the three are different from each other. and rest things are given in your book. You can read your book and you can understand. Next topic is finding people on internet. Many resources are available on the internet for finding people. You can find your friends, colleagues and classmates through their name, phone number, email address, etc. on website that supports this kind of search. So there are some website which is specially built to find out the people. Okay, so when you put the address of a particular person or the name of a particular person, and then they will give you the information related to that. Okay, so there are some of the people finding sites, examples are given in your book, you can go through. Okay, and then you can read it. It is not very difficult. Next point is chatting. Okay, chat, what is written in your book? It is chat. Chat is a program that enables you to communicate with other in real time. Okay, so then and there through text message. Now chatting, when you talk about chatting, that both persons should be present at the same time. When you talk with each other, that is called chatting, online chatting. Okay, websites offering online chat also provide special areas for chatting, and these are called chat rooms. Okay, so chat room, what is chat room? You may get a question, and what is chat? So you can see from the paragraph. So video teleconferencing is your next paragraph, and as you know, for video teleconferencing you need a video camera, that is your mobile camera or maybe webcam, and then you must have a speaker. So those things are given in your book, you can read. And video teleconferencing is very nowadays it is very much in use. Because of this, whatever we are facing some problems, so this we are using, and it is not only used for education, it is used in health and other other businesses there people are using, and for other meetings and all. So video teleconferencing is used. How does it take place? It is given in your book, you can just go through, and advantages you read. So in exam, advantages are asked. No questions are there, so you have to write the advantages and all. Next topic is electronic commerce. So electronic commerce, also in the short form we say e-commerce, means buying and selling of any product through the internet. So with the help of internet, if we are buying or selling anything, it is known as e-commerce. So let us see a video and understand this. What is e-commerce? Now 40% of the people in the world, they are using it. So there are some categories which the e-commerce model have been described. So first one is B2C, business to consumer. So you know business, Amazon is a business organization and we are the consumer. Next is consumer to consumer. So like OLX and all, no? So we sell, we are also consumer, and the other person to whom we are selling, they are also consumer. Next one is consumer to business, that is in your book it is written digital middleman. So this is also a way of doing business online. And next is business to business. So the definitions are given nicely in your book, so you read it, you will understand. Next topic is file transfer protocol. So for this also I have a video. These paragraphs I am not going to read. So paragraphs you read by yourself. File transfer protocol, the short form is FTP, and it is a standard internet protocol. So what does it do? So it transfers our files from our computer to the FTP server. So as you can read here, the standard protocol that is used to transfer file between computer and the server, and FTP is the language that computer uses to transfer file over the TCP and IP network. Okay, so it is a language, it is just a language. So how does it work? So our computer, we have to connect to the internet, and from our computer, if whatever we want to give to others, we have to upload it to the FTP server, and then from the FTP server they can take it. Okay, so when we connect, we have to connect to the internet, we have to upload the file, and then others can take it from there. So what we are using generally is HTTP. Okay, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now FTP is another protocol, so it was used earlier. Nowadays we are all using HTTP. Okay, so it is not in use very much. This is generally it is used by the programmers and all. So here it is, and it is not secure. FTP is not secure, so that's why people now they don't use it. Okay, next topic, downloading files and uploading files. So downloading means what? Receiving data or a file from the internet on our computer. So you are very much aware of this. You have been using internet and you are doing downloads, so you know about this. So to download a file, how you can download? So first thing, you have to click on the link, whatever you want to do download. So you have to click on the link and then choose the open or save. That is, wherever you want to save, you have to choose the location and click on the download button. Okay, next is uploading. So uploading means sending data or a file from your computer to somewhere on the internet. So when you upload, it goes somewhere. Somewhere means if you are uploading in Facebook, it will go in the Facebook server. If you upload in Yahoo or Gmail, so it will go in the Gmail server. So it will go in that way. So how you can upload your file? Find upload link. So first you have to find the upload link where you want to upload, and then you have to select the file and drag and drop, or you can just press the upload option, upload button is available, and you can click open, and when your folder is open, and then you have to press the upload button. So this is not given in your book, but these things you should know, that's why I am just trying to explain you. Next point, news groups. News groups are similar to an email, except that instead of sending your messages to someone in mailbox, the message is posted on a bullet board. So there is like a notice board you have, and then you just need to write your views and your points, whatever topic you choose, and you can just post it. Okay, and then different people of same interest, they will join in that group, and they will see the whatever articles you post there. Some categories are given, categories of the news group. So here 8 official categories are there. A news group is a discussion about a particular subject consisting of notes written in a central internet site and redistributable through Usenet, a worldwide network of discussion group. Now this Usenet uses the NNTP protocol. So this one also you just remember. Next topic is cloud computing. So cloud computing is a technology that is used on the internet as a central remote server to store and maintain data and applications. So in this video we will understand what is cloud computing. So cloud computing is a model for allowing convenience on-demand access from anywhere to a shared pool of computing resources. And these resources may be servers, storage, network, or application. So there are 5 essentials of cloud computing, and we will try to discuss about this. It is not given in your book, so you can just see on-demand self-service. So on-demand self-service means whenever you need, you can subscribe for it. Okay, you have to pay a fees and you can subscribe for it. Broad network access, you can access it over your laptop, computer, phone, anywhere. Okay. Third one is resource pooling. That means your data you can share with anybody on the cloud. Okay, so and you can access from them also. And rapid elasticity, this means you, as your requirement you can take the cloud space. And last point is metering. Metering means it will monitor your level of usage, so how much you have used. So with this we come to the end of our video. So thank you for watching. So see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.